Hi all. These are rutabagas, and I wanted to show you what they look like. They're very heavy, and they look sort of like a turnip, and the top is a purplish sort of color, and it fades out to sort of a ivory color. There's a usually a flatter spot on one end where they've cut off the roots. You can still see some root there, and this flat spot here where they've cut off the green that grew out of the ground. This is a root vegetable, and it's much lower in carbohydrates than potato, similar to a turnip. A lot of people like to make these, but they're very hard to peel. And one of the problems is it's not like a potato or a turnip where you could just cook it with the peeling on it. It has a very thick wax coating that they put on there to keep them from rotting. I'm going to get a little knife here and try to, or a spoon or something, and try to show you that it's very waxy. If you can see that coming off of there, and so you can't leave that on. And I've seen some people try different things to get to peel it, and one of the bad things is it really doesn't have a real good flat area. So if I push on it, my knife can slip, and if I've got my hand up here and I really have to get up on it and put my full upper body into it to cut it. I have tried throwing the knife like a hatchet at it, and it just sticks in about halfway deep, and then I still have to push and push. Either way, you know, it's just going to rock. There's just not a good, stable way to do it with a knife. What I have here is a very cheap mandolin. This says Progressive. I call it cheap because I got it at a Salvation Army, and actually it's so cheap that I broke the back bit off of it here. This used to slide, and it would close or open this to make bigger slices, and I really am not so concerned with what size the slices are. I just need this peeled, and I need it smaller, and I can apply less pressure to it to make thinner slices. Okay, hang on just a second and I'll get that started. I've already got a fairly flat side here, so I'm just going to kind of lay this on here, and the thing is so heavy that if I just kind of guide it, it'll stick on that blade. There is this, and it's got little teeth, and you can put it on here, but this vegetable is so big, and again it's rocking, that I either don't use this or use it after a while. Watch your fingers, don't get it down here by the blade. As large as this is, my hand can't go down by the blade. My only concern would be tilting my hand like this and then running. You know, I could do that. I'm just going to go really slow and be patient with this and give it a slice. See, half of that bottom came off. And bring it around, and you know, it looks like I'm really throwing it at this, and I'm not. It's just that it's so heavy, and I find this a lot easier than trying to. Oh, I've seen people wrap them in paper towels and put them in the microwave and try to melt it off of there. And you know, you can just slowly go at it, and the blade is good and sharp. Turn it and go at it. And it takes a few minutes, but you can see I've already got it a third of the way peeled, and there is no way with a regular peeling knife that I would be able to do that. And I can go a little faster. If you're pushing too hard on the blade, just back up and go easy at it again. And I can do this in real time. You might get a piece stuck every once in a while. And these little bits I can come back with a knife pretty easily, but the big parts of it are just going to be easier for me to take off this way. I don't know how long it would take me to do a potato like this, but can see it's coming off so much easier than any other way that I've tried. There. And I'll just keep it turning. And it's, you know, it's a little uneven, but maybe if it were a better mandolin, it would work good. I just wanted to give you an idea on how this can be done in a fairly simple, fairly quick way. And you can certainly do this with other vegetables as well. Got a little tiny bit there. And there it is. I've peeled it. So, note what time it is right now. That's peeled. Okay. After that, I still don't have a flat surface for this to rest on, so I can use a knife. And when you can, just continue once, just hold it on one side and, you know, make slices. And you will have a flat. That's not going anywhere. It will not rock. And I can get here with a knife and I can go straight through it. And that's fine. And as a matter of fact, I will. What I'm going to do is stand back and just kind of do that and see. It's just, it will stick. And again, I'd have to get all the way up on it and really, you know, tiptoes and push on it. So again, it's just easier to come back here and do some slices. These I can cut up extremely easy and make them as thick as you want them or as thin as you want them. And I just keep turning. And as this gets small, I can use my little gripper, or I can just cut it up. But just kind of go gently on it. I mean, if you push down into the blade too much, it'll be too hard. I'll make sure I'm staying in your vision. I tend to go all over the place. Okay, I'm kind of wanting to do this and time it and you know, see how long it takes. Because one of the reasons that I passed these up before was that it just took me so long to cut it up that, you know, I'm pretty much, when I want food, I kind of want it now. So I don't, you know, I can wait a while, but gee whiz. Okay, it got a little tough, so I'm just going to pick it up and turn it. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, and this is flat too, so it will adhere best to a flat side. And, you know, it's, whenever you feel like you can use it with this, go for it, but I just feel like I do it better this way. And as I get, if it gets where my hands are so close to it, I'll just stop. And, you know, I'm sliding. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get a little violent, you know, with my vegetables. And it's a very big meal for me to eat half of one of these. Okay, it's about as low as I care to get. And now it's so small, I'll take this and fingers always straight out. I want it about the same thickness as the rest of these pieces. So there that is, and again I'll note the time and how long it took me to, both peel and slice that. And I'm going to stop the camera and show you how I cook them.